Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic and valuable American coins ever struck, the legend of the top 5 Bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar. This isn't just a piece of metal, it's a symbol of history, freedom, and rare fortune hiding in plain sight. From stunning 40% silver editions to ultra-scarce high-grade rarities worth thousands, this coin has become a must-have for collectors around the world. So get ready, because what you learn today might just change how you look at your loose change forever. Let's jump into the secrets, the history, and the surprising value of the Bicentennial dollar. Let's get started. First up in the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar holds a powerful place in American numismatics, celebrated not only as the nation's first circulating dollar coin since the peace dollar era, but also as a cornerstone of the U.S. bicentennial coinage program. For collectors, it represents historical pride, patriotic symbolism, and strong market demand, especially in rare high-grade, silver, or era varieties. Its combination of large size, bold artwork, and commemorative significance makes it one of the most visually iconic coins of the late 20th century, and select examples have continued to appreciate sharply in today's collector market. Minted to honor America's 200th anniversary, the Bicentennial Eisenhower Dollar was produced in 1975 and 1976, bearing the dual date 1776 to 1976 regardless of its production year. It was part of the Bicentennial redesign series that also included special quarters and half dollars. The coin was issued by the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with San Francisco producing both silver-clad circulation strikes and high-quality proof strikes. The reverse honors the Apollo 11 lunar landing, an event Eisenhower himself helped make possible through early space program support, making the coin an emblem of both revolutionary history and American scientific achievement. The coin's artistic elements further set it apart. The obverse features Frank Gasparo's portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, showcasing a clean, high-relief profile. The reverse, designed by Dennis R. Williams, depicts the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, an image blending America's 18th century fight for independence with its 20th century triumph in space exploration. The coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter, weighs 22.68 grams, and was struck in 2 compositions: standard copper-nickel clad for circulation and 40% silver clad for collector editions. In pristine condition, the silver proofs display exceptional mirror surfaces and frosted devices, giving them an unmistakable brilliance prized by collectors. Rarity plays a major role in the value of Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars. While circulated clad coins are common, the rarest and most valuable pieces are 40% silver issues, high-grade MS, 67 to MS, 69 examples from Peace GS or NGC, and notable errors such as double strikes, planchet flaws, or off-center strikes. Silver business strikes from San Francisco with deep, original luster and zero-contact marks are especially difficult to find today, contributing to their low population in top grades. Many coins were handled roughly during distribution, making pristine examples significantly scarcer than their mintage numbers suggest. Market values vary widely depending on composition, grade, and rarity. While typical circulated coins hold modest value, high-grade silver issues command strong premiums. A 1976 S silver proof in PR70 Deep Cameo can bring $1,000 to $4,000, depending on population and auction demand. Silver MS 69 business strikes, extraordinarily rare, have sold for $6,000 to over $10,000, with a few exceptional specimens reaching even higher in private sales. Rare errors can also achieve 4-figure prices. These values reflect a growing interest in modern U.S. coinage and increasing competition among collectors seeking top population examples. For collectors hoping to secure a premium piece, careful attention is essential. Look for sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and strong cameo contrast on proofs. Certification from trusted services like Peace GS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and grade accuracy, crucial for determining real market value. When buying silver bicentennial likes, be wary of cleaned or impaired examples, as these dramatically reduce value. Reputable dealers, major auction houses, and established numismatic communities remain the best sources for acquiring high-quality coins, especially rare varieties that the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar plays a crucial role in bridging the gap between traditional silver-era coinage and the modern-clad era of the U.S. Mint. For many collectors, it represents the final large-size circulating dollar coin issued by the United States, standing as the last successor to the Morgan and Peace dollars. Its sheer size, weight, and 40% silver variants offer a nostalgic return to classic American coinage, while its bicentennial design reflects the shift toward thematic and commemorative minting. This dual identity, both traditional and modern, adds to its uniqueness and desirability among a wide spectrum of collectors. Another important aspect driving interest in bicentennial Eisenhower dollars is the existence of scarce Type 1 and Type 2 reverse varieties. Type 1 features thicker lettering and a more robust design, while Type 2 showcases thinner, refined lettering and improved clarity. These design modifications were made during production to enhance strike quality, resulting in coins that differ subtly yet significantly in appearance. Collectors are particularly drawn to the Type 2 versions in high grades, as these are often better struck and more visually appealing. In silver issues, a flawless Type 2 proof stands out for its deep frost and mirror clarity, making it one of the most stunning modern proofs in U.S. numismatics. Additionally, the bicentennial Ike has become a favorite among collectors of minting errors, as the coin's large surface area and high-volume production created opportunities for rare and unusual mistakes. Dramatically off-center strikes, triple strikes, clipped planchets, and full brockage errors are especially prized. These errors often command hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on severity and eye appeal. Proof errors, though extremely rare, are among the most valuable since errors in proof sets are tightly quality-controlled and seldom escape the mint. For error specialists, the 1776 to 1976 Ike represents a rewarding field of study and acquisition. Lastly, the long-term investment outlook for high-end bicentennial Eisenhower dollars remains strong. As modern numismatics continues gaining momentum, collectors increasingly seek coins with cultural significance, limited high-grade populations, and strong historical narratives, qualities the bicentennial Ike possesses in abundance. With more collectors pursuing registry sets, especially through services like PCGS Set Registry, competition for top pop silver proofs and MS examples has intensified. Coins that were once considered common are now recognized as condition rarities, leading to consistent upward movement in premium-grade values. This trend suggests that the finest 1776 to 1976 Ikes will continue appreciating as more collectors enter the market and as existing populations, already small, become locked into long-term collections. The 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar remains a standout treasure in U.S. numismatics, offering historical depth, artistic appeal, and strong long-term investment potential. Its status as a bicentennial icon, combined with limited high-grade populations and desirable silver versions, ensures lasting demand among both seasoned collectors and enthusiastic newcomers. Whether valued for its patriotic symbolism, its bold design, or its scarcity in top condition, the bicentennial Ike stands as a meaningful and rewarding addition to any serious coin collection, and one whose value continues to rise with time. Next up in the 1978 Eisenhower dollar holds a special place in American numismatics as the last business strike issue of the celebrated Eisenhower dollar series. Collectors value it not only as the closing chapter of a historic coinage era, but also as a piece with increasing desirability due to its condition rarity, unique production qualities, and connection to a rapidly disappearing generation of large-size U.S. dollar coins. While most 1978 Ikes circulated heavily, true high-grade examples, especially in mint state 66 and above, have become genuinely scarce, leading collectors to aggressively pursue them in today's market. Historically, the coin was minted at a transitional moment in U.S. currency production. Issued in 1978 from both the Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver D mints, these dollars marked the end of the country's last large copper-nickel-clad dollar coin intended for circulation. The following year, in 1979, the U.S. Mint shifted to the much smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar, ending the era of the hefty Eisenhower pieces. The 1978 issue thus represents a final tribute to both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and America's early space achievements, themes that define the Ike dollar series since its introduction in 1971. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar features Frank Gasparo's powerful portrait of President Eisenhower on the obverse, showcasing the former general's stern profile, symbolic of leadership and national resilience. The reverse depicts the bold Apollo 11 lunar landing insignia, an eagle landing on the moon, paying homage to one of the greatest scientific achievements in human history. Struck in copper-nickel clad with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters and weighing 22.68 grams, the coin is visually impressive, especially in pristine mint state. Well-struck examples reveal crisp lunar details, sharp feathering on the eagle, and clean surfaces free of the deep abrasions that typically plague circulated coins. The 1978 Eisenhower Dollar is centered primarily on condition. Although millions were produced, few survived in exceptional quality due to mass circulation, large planchet size, and the mint's generally average production standards at the time. Mint State 65 coins are available, but increasingly expensive, while Mint State 66 examples become noticeably scarce. The rarest are Top Pop MS67 coins, which have sold for substantial premiums among advanced collectors. Varieties also exist, including minor planchet defects, die gouges, and strike quality anomalies, all of which add further intrigue for variety specialists. The 1978 Eisenhower Dollar vary widely depending on condition. Circulated examples typically trade for $1.50 to $4, while attractive uncirculated pieces can reach $25 to $60. Certified MS66 examples often command $180 to $350, reflecting their rising scarcity. In MS67, the coin becomes truly valuable, with auction records reaching $3,000 to $5,000, depending on the grading service and overall eye appeal. These values have shown steady upward momentum as more collectors compete for high-end registry-quality Eisenhower dollars, driving increased demand and tightening supply. That the 1978 Eisenhower Dollar also carries increasing historical nostalgia, as it represents one of the last circulating U.S. coins large enough to showcase dramatic artwork and bold patriotic themes. Many collectors appreciate the coin simply because it feels substantial in hand. Its weight, thickness, and broad diameter create a physical presence unmatched by modern coinage. As younger generations of collectors discover the series, the appreciation for the Ike dollar aesthetic continues to grow, turning ordinary-looking coins into prized collectibles due to their classic American identity. Another factor boosting the appeal of the 1978 Eisenhower Dollar is its role within registry sets. Registry collecting has become one of the most competitive aspects of modern numismatics, and collectors striving to build the finest complete Eisenhower Dollar set must secure high-grade examples from every year, including this 1978 issue. Since Mint State 66 and 67 coins are genuinely limited in number, they become intensely pursued, often sparking bidding battles at major auctions. This competitive environment has directly contributed to rising prices and greater respect for previously overlooked circulation strikes. Enthusiasts also value the 1978 Eisenhower Dollar for its fascinating production quirks. The large planchet size made these coins susceptible to uneven strikes, surface chatter, and inconsistent luster, issues that now help distinguish common coins from premium examples. Subtle differences in die fatigue, strike pressure, and metal flow can create varied appearances, offering collectors a rich field of diagnostic study. As more numismatists publish research on Ike varieties and die states, previously unnoticed features of the 1978 issue are gaining scholarly attention, elevating the coin's educational and research value. Finally, the coin continues to grow in popularity because it remains affordable for entry-level collectors while still offering rare and expensive high-end options for advanced specialists. This dual appeal, accessible yet potentially valuable, makes the 1978 Eisenhower Dollar one of the most balanced coins in modern collecting. Beginners can enjoy inexpensive examples, while seasoned collectors chase elusive top-graded specimens that command premium prices. This wide-ranging appeal ensures that the 1978 Ike remains both culturally significant and financially compelling, solidifying its place as a key piece in the landscape of modern American numismatics. For collectors seeking to acquire a premium example, careful selection is essential. Look for coins with sharp strikes, minimal contact marks, and strong luster, key indicators of high-grade potential. Professional certification from reputable grading services such as PeaceGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and helps solidify long-term market value. Coins should be stored in airtight, non-PVC holders or slabs to prevent toning or environmental damage. Collectors often find the best specimens at established numismatic auctions, trusted coin shows, or specialized Eisenhower dollar groups active within the hobby. That the 1978 Eisenhower dollar benefits from increased interest as collectors revisit the entire Ike dollar series with fresh appreciation. For many years, these coins were overlooked due to their modern age and large mintages, but as high-grade survivors grow scarcer, the market has begun to reevaluate their true difficulty and long-term potential. Numismatic researchers now emphasize that the challenge of finding flawless examples rivals that of many earlier 20th century series, and this renewed recognition has strengthened the 1978 issue's standing as an essential sleeper coin for well-rounded collections. Furthermore, the coin's long-term investment outlook remains promising, driven by a combination of historical importance, rising registry set competition, and the dwindling supply of top-grade specimens. As more collectors submit coins for third-party grading, the population of high-end examples is becoming clearer and smaller than previously believed. This tightening supply, coupled with expanding international interest in modern U.S. dollars, positions the 1978 Eisenhower dollar as a coin with lasting upward potential. Its blend of accessibility, rarity in high grade, and rich historical appeal ensures that it will continue attracting attention from serious collectors seeking coins with both meaning and measurable long-term value. The 1978 Eisenhower dollar stands as a historically significant and aesthetically impressive piece that marks the end of an iconic American coin series. Its combination of final-year appeal, bold design, and growing condition rarity makes it a standout target for both emerging collectors and seasoned enthusiasts. As interest in Eisenhower dollars continues to expand, high-grade examples of the 1978 issue are expected to appreciate further, ensuring that this final-year treasure remains a prized acquisition within the world of modern U.S. numismatics. Next up in the 1977 Eisenhower dollar stands out as one of the most familiar and widely collected coins from the final years of the Eisenhower series. While most circulating 1977 Ikes are common, the most valuable and rare examples, especially those in superb uncirculated grades or struck as special varieties, have earned a strong following among collectors. Over time, interest in high-grade Eisenhower dollars has grown significantly, and today, the 1977 issue is admired not only for its place in U.S. numismatic history, but also for the challenges collectors face in finding pristine, sharply struck examples. Its large size, impressive design, and appeal as the last large-size dollar series before the Susan B. Anthony dollar further increased demand among enthusiasts. Minted during a period when America was transitioning away from large cartwheel dollar coins, the 1977 Eisenhower dollar represents the final stage of the series' circulation issues before the last run in 1978. The coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark, and at the Denver Mint carrying the D mint mark. These coins were not made in silver for circulation, unlike earlier bicentennial issues, and instead were struck in copper-nickel clad. Although not tied to a specific commemorative event, the Eisenhower Dollar series itself honors President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, two icons of American achievement. By 1977, the nation was shifting economically and politically, and the Eisenhower dollar remained a reminder of the bold spirit of the post-war era and the triumph of space exploration. The 1977 Eisenhower dollar carries the classic design by Frank Gasparo. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of President Eisenhower, rendered with bold, clean lines that emphasize leadership and resolve. The reverse depicts the Apollo 11 mission insignia, an eagle landing on the moon with an olive branch in its talons, a powerful emblem of peace and exploration. The coin measures 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighs 22.68 grams, giving it an impressive presence. Its copper-nickel clad composition gives it a distinctive, durable finish, and in high-grade uncirculated or proof-like conditions, the surfaces can display sharp luster, strong detail, and remarkable eye appeal. The 1977 Eisenhower dollar largely revolves around condition rather than low mintage. While millions were produced, high-grade examples, MS66 and above, are scarce due to the coin's large surface area, which made it prone to abrasions, bag marks, and weak strikes. Philadelphia Mint coins, in particular, suffer from softer strikes, making high-end certified pieces especially desirable. A small number of coins exist with striking anomalies, such as die breaks or minor planchet errors, and although not common, these can raise value significantly among error collectors. Finding one in superb gem condition remains a challenge, and is the primary driver of rarity. The 1977 Eisenhower Dollar varies widely based on grade. Circulated or typical uncirculated examples often sell for modest prices, generally between a few dollars and around $20 depending on condition. However, premium certified examples graded MS66 or higher can reach far more substantial figures, with some selling between $200 and $800 depending on strike and eye appeal. Exceptional specimens graded MS67, though extremely rare, have achieved values in the $1,500 to $3,000 range when offered in major auctions. Error varieties can command anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on rarity and dramatic visual impact. For collectors seeking the best examples, it is essential to pay close attention to surface preservation, strike sharpness, and luster. Coins certified by trusted grading services such as PCGS or NGC offer added security and documentation of authenticity and condition. Storing Eisenhower dollars in airtight capsules or high-quality coin flips can help preserve their surfaces and prevent oxidation. Collectors often find success searching through dealer inventories, online marketplaces with certified coin listings, and numismatic shows where high-grade Ikes are more likely to be found. Because premium-grade Eisenhower dollars are relatively scarce, patience and careful comparison are key. The 1977 Eisenhower dollar occupies a meaningful place in modern U.S. numismatics as one of the final large-format dollar coins and as a symbol of both American leadership and the dawn of the space age. Its bold design, historical resonance, and increasing difficulty in finding high-grade examples make it a compelling choice for collectors at all levels. With realistic appreciation trends and long-term collector interest, the finest examples of the 1977 Ike dollar are poised to remain sought-after treasures in the years to come, valued not only for their market worth, but for their enduring place in American coinage history. That the 1977 Eisenhower dollar also symbolizes a transitional moment in American coinage. As the U.S. Mint moved towards smaller, more cost-efficient coins, the Ike dollar became one of the last circulating pieces to preserve the classic heft and presence of earlier silver dollars. This shift reflects broader changes in public demand, metal costs, and practical considerations within everyday commerce. As a result, collectors today view the 1977 issue as part of a closing chapter, one that bridges the past grandeur of large coinage and the future of more compact, modern designs. Another factor contributing to the coin's growing appreciation is its role in the development of specialized Ike dollar collecting. Over the last 2 decades, numismatists have placed increasing emphasis on varieties, die states, and subtle strike differences. The 1977 Ike, though not as variety-rich as some earlier dates, has attracted attention for notable die characteristics, including differences in the strength of Eisenhower's portrait and the clarity of the moon and eagle on the reverse. As grading technologies improve and collectors become more educated, minor variations continue to shape the premium segment of the market. Additionally, the coin's value is strengthened by its appeal to multiple collecting niches. It attracts enthusiasts of presidential coinage due to Eisenhower's legacy, space-themed collectors through its Apollo 11 imagery, modern coin collectors who specialize in post-1965 clad issues, and even bullion-focused collectors who appreciate the design despite its copper-nickel composition. This broad crossover appeal helps maintain steady demand, making high-end specimens particularly desirable among competing buyer groups. That the 1977 Eisenhower dollar also contributes to its lasting appeal. Many collectors first encounter the Ike series through coin roll searches, starter collections, or inherited sets, and the 1977 issue often becomes a gateway to deeper numismatic study. Its large portrait, bold relief, and detailed lunar imagery make it an excellent coin for learning about die-ware strike quality, planchet preparation, and grading standards. Because of its accessible price range in lower grades and substantial premiums in the highest grades, it provides a practical example of how condition, rarity, and collector demand converge to influence value. The coin's place in American cultural memory elevates its collectible status. The Eisenhower Dollar honors not only a distinguished World War II general and U.S. president, but also the technological triumph of the Apollo 11 mission, an achievement still celebrated as one of humanity's greatest milestones. Owning a 1977 Ike dollar allows collectors to connect with this legacy, making the coin far more than just a piece of currency. It becomes a tangible reminder of leadership, exploration, and national pride, all preserved within one of the last large-format coins ever minted for everyday use. The 1977 Eisenhower Dollar stands as a testament to the evolving appreciation of modern U.S. coinage. Once overlooked as too recent to be considered classic, the series has gained prestige as collectors recognize the challenges of obtaining pristine examples and the historical significance embedded in the design. As new generations enter the hobby, coins like the 1977 Ike serve as accessible entry points, offering a blend of affordability, history, artistic value, and the excitement of hunting for rare high-grade pieces. Over time, this expanding interest ensures that the 1977 Eisenhower Dollar continues to hold a respected place in the numismatic landscape. Next up in the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar holds a distinguished place in modern American numismatics as one of the most admired issues in the Ike Dollar series. Its combination of precious metal composition, limited distribution, and exceptional strike quality makes it highly sought after by both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts alike. Produced exclusively for collectors rather than general circulation, the 1972 stands out for its refined appearance and the elevated level of craftsmanship associated with San Francisco minted proofs. Today, the coin enjoys strong market demand, strengthened by its silver content and its prominent position within the short-lived Eisenhower Dollar series. The 1972 Eisenhower Dollar was minted during the early years of the Ike Dollar program, created to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing. As with other collector versions of the series, the San Francisco Mint produced this coin in both proof and uncirculated 40% silver formats, reflecting the rising interest in collectible silver issues during the early 1970s. At the time, the United States Mint sought to revive public enthusiasm for dollar-denominated coinage while simultaneously appealing to the growing hobby of coin collecting. The 1972 issue thus represents not only a tribute to a celebrated American leader and the nation's achievements in space exploration, but also a pivotal moment in modern minting practice. The coin's design showcases the iconic Frank Gasparo portrait of Eisenhower on the obverse, featuring strong facial details, sharp hairlines, and the clean, modern look that defined early 1970s U.S. coinage. On the reverse, Gasparo's adaptation of the Apollo 11 insignia, an eagle landing on the moon, offers an unmistakable visual connection to NASA's achievements. Struck in 40% silver for both proof and uncirculated versions, the coin measures 38.1 millimeters and weighs 24.59 grams, giving it a substantial metallic presence. The proof variety often displays deep mirrors and frosted devices, while high-end examples of the uncirculated version show brilliant, satiny luster. These refined surfaces make the 1972 one of the most visually appealing Eisenhower dollars ever produced. While the 1972 coin is not rare in general terms, its highest grade examples, especially in proof deep cameo, PR69 DCM or PR70 DCM, and mint state levels, MS67+, are significantly scarcer. The San Francisco Mint produced over 2 million silver proofs and more than 1 million silver uncirculated coins, but only a small percentage remain in top-tier condition due to packaging flaws, handling marks, or toning over time. The rarest and most valuable pieces are those that exhibit fully mirrored fields, frosty cameo contrast, and zero contact marks. As with many Eisenhower dollars, flawless quality is exceptionally difficult to achieve, and collectors prize these top population coins accordingly. Market values for the 1972 Eisenhower dollar vary widely based on grade and variety. Typical uncirculated 40% silver examples trade between $15 to $35, while proof coins usually range from $18 to $40 depending on condition. The highest premiums emerge at the top of the grading scale. PR69 DCM proofs can sell between $55 to $120, while the elusive PR70 DCM pieces, though rare, can command $500 to $1,200, depending on auction demand. Similarly, uncirculated coins graded MS-67 or MS-68 are highly valuable, often achieving $250 to $700 due to low populations. Overall, the 1972 S maintains steady appreciation thanks to its silver content, strong collector base, and role as an early special issue Eisenhower Dollar. Collectors seeking the finest 1972 S examples should prioritize PCGS or NGC certified coins to ensure authenticity and accurate grading. Proofs with deep cameo contrast, thick frost on the devices, and immaculate mirrored fields are especially desirable. For uncirculated versions, look for pieces with clean surfaces, bright luster, and minimal contact marks, traits that significantly raise a coin's market position. Proper storage is essential. Maintaining stable temperature, low humidity, and protection from direct light helps prevent hazing or toning on proof surfaces. For acquisition, reputable numismatic dealers, specialized coin auctions, and established online marketplaces are the most reliable sources for high-grade examples that the 1972 S Eisenhower Dollar adds an important layer to its collectible appeal. At a time when circulating U.S. coinage had completely transitioned away from silver, the decision to mint the Eisenhower Dollar in a 40% silver format exclusively for collectors made these pieces stand out from their copper-nickel counterparts. This precious metal content not only enhances its physical presence, but also gives the coin a built-in intrinsic value that helps stabilize long-term pricing. Collectors appreciate this blend of historical artistry and bullion-backed security, making the 1972 S especially attractive to those who value both numismatic heritage and tangible silver content. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1972 S issue is the noticeable variation in strike quality between proof and uncirculated examples. Proof coins tend to display exceptional detail, with deeper dye polish lines, frosted relief elements, and layers of mirrored brilliance that highlight the beauty of Gasparo's design. In contrast, uncirculated 40% silver examples often show softer luster or minor abrasions due to handling during packaging and distribution. These natural inconsistencies create a clear hierarchy within the market, where collectors eagerly pursue the sharpest, most visually balanced specimens. As a result, strike quality is one of the most influential factors in determining premium pricing for this issue. The 1972 S is also a core component of complete Eisenhower Dollar sets, which remain extremely popular among modern U.S. collectors. As one of the earlier silver issues, it occupies a key position in both date and mint mark sets and specialty silver-only assemblies. Many collectors seek uniformity across their sets, which elevates demand for high-grade proofs and superb uncirculated examples. When set builders compete for the finest graded coins, auction prices often rise sharply, especially for top population pieces. This competition has helped maintain the 1972 S as one of the most consistently pursued coins in the entire Eisenhower Dollar series. The 1972 S Eisenhower Dollar benefits from a combination of stable demand, limited high-grade populations, and a historical narrative that continues to resonate with collectors. As the market for modern U.S. coinage matures, collectors increasingly gravitate toward early post-1960s silver issues, especially those associated with monumental American achievements like the Apollo missions. Because of these factors, the coin has shown steady appreciation over the years, particularly in ultra-high grades. While not all examples are rare, the finest proof and mint state pieces remain scarce enough to sustain strong interest and potential for future value growth. The 1972 S Eisenhower Dollar remains a cornerstone of the series and a favorite among collectors for its historical symbolism, superb design, and silver composition. Its status as a collector-only issue enhances its desirability, while its overall visual appeal makes it a standout piece within any modern U.S. coin collection. As high-grade specimens continue to appreciate and populations remain limited at the top levels, the 1972 S offers both aesthetic satisfaction and long-term investment potential. Whether for the beauty of its proof finish or the prestige of owning an early silver Eisenhower Dollar, this coin undeniably holds a lasting place in the story of modern American coinage. Next up to in the 1974 Eisenhower Dollar holds a significant place in modern U.S. numismatics, especially among collectors who appreciate the final years of America's large-size circulating dollar coins. While not typically rare in circulated grades, select high-grade examples, special mint varieties, and certain proof issues from 1974 have become highly sought after due to their exceptional scarcity and visual appeal. Today, interest in this issue remains strong as collectors recognize the 1974 Eisenhower dollar's historical importance, bold design, and increasing market demand for high-quality clad and silver-clad pieces. Its collectible nature continues to grow as pristine examples disappear from the market. The coin was minted during the fourth year of the Eisenhower Dollar series, introduced in 1971 to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing. The 1974 issues were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, each contributing to the nation's circulating coinage, as well as collector-oriented proof and uncirculated sets. No silver business strikes were made for circulation. However, the 1974 mint offered 40% silver-clad collectible versions, keeping the tradition of special collector compositions alive. Positioned between the earlier low-mintage 1972 varieties and the dual-date 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial coins, the 1974 release serves as an important transition year in the series. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar features Frank Gasparo's distinctive portrait of President Eisenhower on the obverse, showcasing sharp details and high-grade specimens, particularly in the hair and cheek areas. The reverse highlights the Apollo 11 insignia, an eagle landing on the moon clutching an olive branch, symbolizing American achievement and peace. The circulation strikes were produced in clad copper nickel, while the San Francisco special collector versions were minted in both clad proof and 40% silver-clad proof and uncirculated formats. With its large 38.1 mm diameter and substantial presence, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar remains one of the final large U.S. dollar coins, making it visually impressive to collectors. While most $1,974 are common, the rarity emerges in the highest mint state and proof grades. Business strikes from Philadelphia and Denver are notoriously difficult to find in MS66 and above due to typical production marks and weak strikes. The 1974 40% silver proof dollar becomes especially scarce in grades PR70 deep cameo, often commanding strong attention from registry set collectors seeking flawless surfaces and deep mirror contrasts. Additionally, minor varieties such as die cracks, doubled dies, or unusually strong strikes can elevate a coin's desirability. As with all Eisenhower dollars, condition is the primary driver of rarity, with untouched examples becoming increasingly hard to locate due to decades of handling. Market values vary widely based on mint mark and condition. Typical circulated examples sell for small premiums, but high-end certified pieces can reach impressive levels. A 1974 P or 1974 D-graded MS66 may bring $150 to $300, while MS67 examples, when they appear, can exceed $1,000 due to extreme scarcity. The 1974 40% silver uncirculated dollars often range between $15 to $40 depending on condition, but in top grades like MS69, prices can climb above $150. The most valuable pieces are the 1974 silver proofs graded PR70 deep cameo, which can command $400 to $1,000 plus at auction due to the limited number of flawless examples surviving. These values remain in line with broader numismatic trends and are supported by steady collector demand. Collectors seeking the finest 1974 Eisenhower dollars should prioritize certified examples from reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Strike quality, luster, and surface preservation are critical when evaluating business strikes, as contact marks heavily influence grade. For proof versions, deep cameo contrast and flawless mirrored fields are essential indicators of superior quality. Storage in airtight holders or slabs is recommended to prevent haze or toning, especially for proof coins. Collectors can find reliable examples through established dealers, major auctions, coin shows, or numismatic communities specializing in Eisenhower dollars. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar stands as an important and appealing issue for modern U.S. coin collectors. Its combination of historical significance, bold design, scarce high-grade varieties, and rising market interest makes it a rewarding pursuit for both seasoned numismatists and newcomers that the 1974 Eisenhower Dollar's story is the minting challenges faced during its production year. The large planchets used for Ike dollars often caused striking inconsistencies, leading to weak details in Eisenhower's hair and the eagle's wings on the reverse. This inconsistency means that strong strikes, those with crisp definition and full detail, are significantly rarer than typical examples. Collectors who specialize in the series often spend years searching for a $1,974 with exceptional clarity, making these top-tier pieces even more desirable in today's competitive numismatic environment. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar does not feature as many dramatic varieties as the 1972 issues. There are several interesting die variations that appeal to specialists. These include minor double dies, die polish lines, stronger than normal cladding seams, and small die state changes that influence the texture of the fields. Such nuances are subtle, but prized among advanced collectors who enjoy identifying unique die characteristics. These varieties rarely appear in high grades, and when they do, they often carry a premium because they represent both technical and historical anomalies within the series. In recent years, competition among registry set collectors has substantially increased the value of the highest-graded 1974 Eisenhower dollars. Registry sets reward collectors who assemble the best possible example of every coin in a series, which drives demand for coins graded MS67, MS68, or PR70 Deep Cameo. Because the Eisenhower Dollar series is relatively short and heavily studied, demand for top-tier 1974 examples has intensified. This competition has placed upward pressure on prices, especially for coins with exemplary luster, minimal surface marks, and exceptional eye appeal, traits that are exceedingly rare in this issue. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar remains highly favorable, particularly for coins in premium condition. As more collectors discover the historical richness and visual strength of the Ike series, the demand for certified high-grade coins continues to rise. Additionally, the supply of untouched examples is shrinking, as many pieces from original sets have aged, toned, or suffered surface degradation. With growing recognition of the series' importance, alongside strong interest in large-size U.S. dollars, numismatists increasingly view high-grade 1974 Ike dollars not merely as collectibles, but as stable long-term assets with solid appreciation potential. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar also enjoys strong support from a growing community of specialized Ike collectors who study the series in detail. These enthusiasts value the coin not only for its numismatic qualities, but for its position as one of the last large, heavy U.S. dollar coins ever minted. The 1974 issue, in particular, represents a balance between historical significance and accessibility, offering both common examples for beginners and elite high-grade or silver-clad pieces for advanced collectors. Its connection to the space-age reverse design adds an emotional and patriotic appeal that continues to attract passionate followers within the numismatic. The 1974 Eisenhower Dollar serves as an excellent educational piece for history enthusiasts, students, and museum collections. It brings together themes of American leadership, Cold War history, and NASA achievement, three major historical pillars of the mid-20th century. Many educators and hobbyists use the $1,974 to introduce newcomers to the intersection of American politics, space exploration, and modern minting technology. This cultural relevance ensures that the coin's legacy extends beyond numismatics, making it an influential artifact that continues to inspire curiosity and appreciation across generations. Whether collected for its beauty, its connection to the Apollo era, or its investment potential, the 1974 Ike dollar continues to shine as a key piece within the series. As top-grade examples become harder to obtain, its value and desirability are likely to grow even further.